Kevin McCarthy was ousted from the House, which I'm sure you knew already. October 3rd was a significant day because it marked the very first time in United States history that a House Speaker was voted out. It was Matt Gaetz, part of the crazy MAGA wing of the Republican Party, who filed the motion to oust McCarthy. Most Republicans did not want to oust McCarthy, but with the combined votes of Democrats who didn't care about helping McCarthy because, it's not their party, and of course the crazy MAGA types, there were more votes to oust him rather than votes to keep him installed as Speaker. And now this has caused quite the schism between the more moderate, or rather, slightly less openly fash Republicans versus the Matt Gaetz types. Patrick T. McHenry is going to be the interim Speaker of the House, but the House is going to have to agree on, eventually, someone officially taking McCarthy's place. And this is going to cause quite the issue because it's going to have to be someone who appeases both the hardcore Trump meat slobbers and the more moderate Republican Party members. But wait, there might be someone who swoops in and saves the day. Donald Trump himself. This would be the one uniting force because, of course, this would make the hardcore Trump meat slobbers ecstatic, and the more moderate Republicans who don't care for Trump as much would just have to put up with it, because being openly anti-Trump and being a Republican politician is optically horrible when it comes to appeasing to the GOP electorate. I mean, just look at Chris Christie's flailing campaign, for example. We're not gonna call you Donald Trump, we're gonna call you Donald Duck. I cannot fucking believe Chris Christie thought that was a slam dunk. But anyway, Trump being potentially the House Speaker sparked when Trump said some vague words about potentially helping out with the situation. He never really defined what he meant by helping out, but a lot of chuckle fucks took that as him throwing his hat into the race to become a House Speaker, and a lot of people are rejoicing at that idea. Like, for example, here's a tweet from Marjorie Taylor Greene. The only candidate for Speaker I am currently supporting is President Donald J. Trump. He will end the war in Ukraine, he will secure the border. He had 4 fucking years to do that, and that was one of his big campaign promises in 2016, but anyway. He will end the politically weaponized government. He will make America energy independent again. He will pass my bill to stop transgender surgeries on kids and keeping men out of women's sports. He will support our military and police, and so much more. He has a proven 4-year record as President of the United States of America. He received a record number of Republican votes of any Republican presidential candidate. And guess what? Joe Biden got even more. We can make him Speaker and then elect him President. He will make America great again. Ugh, all this fucking meat writing. I can't handle any more of this shit, but of course there is more of this shit. The sector of the GOP that is fully on board the MAGA train is hyping up the idea of Trump being a House Speaker, and of course Trump's base is just fucking foaming at the mouth at the idea of Trump becoming House Speaker. Except there is one big problem with that. From the official House GOP website, I'll link it in the description if you think I'm just pulling shit out of my ass, Rule 26, temporary step aside of a member of leadership who is indicted. A member of the Republican leadership shall step aside if indicted for a felony for which a sentence of 2 or more years imprisonment may be imposed. So this means that Trump cannot become House Speaker as per the House GOP's own fucking rules because he has been indicted on 91 felony charges, most of which or all of which, if convicted, carry pretty heavy sentences that far exceed only 2 fucking years. This is so fucking hilarious because these are rules that the current members of the House drafted back in January, right before Trump was indicted on any charges. So these members of the House who are just salivating at the idea of Trump becoming House Speaker shot themselves in the foot with their own fucking rules. This is like the ultimate self-own, dude, or at least it's up there with one of the best self-owns ever. The GOP is just a never-ending fucking circus. I guess I should wrap up with my thoughts on this whole Kevin McCarthy getting ousted from the House situation. I don't really have much beyond let the GOP fight. I love the infighting. I shed no tears for McCarthy. I love seeing the GOP eat itself up. And this whole fiasco is just showcasing to the entire country how much of a clown show this party is. The GOP would rather focus on stupid culture war shit, or Hunter Biden snorting coke off of a hooker's ass, or whatever the fuck, instead of issues that actually affect civilians in this country. They're an unserious political party who brings nothing to the table when it comes to progress, progress in this country, and thinks of many ways to fuck you over, and even disagrees with itself on ways to fuck you over, to the point where schisms like this happen within the party. Keep showing off how much of an unserious fucking circus you are, and maybe, just maybe, more people will realize that they shouldn't be voting for this batshit fucking party. But that may just be wishful thinking on my part, unfortunately. Anyway, that's all I have to say. Bye-bye.